When you look at this piece of art, what do you hear? Jacob Miller Smith imagined this specific art piece called Cloudy Bank would sound like this. I Hear What You're Seeing is an art exhibit at the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts. The exhibition presents 2 versions of 7 different art pieces, a visual and a sound interpretation.
Most people come to a gallery and they look at an artwork for maybe 7 seconds and then they go to the next one. So having music or sound next to an artwork and listening to it, it also has the quality of allowing the visitor to really take in the artwork and look a lot more closely because you're listening at the same time.
You, by being this organism, call into being the whole universe of light and color and hardness and heaviness and everything, you see?
The exhibition was the brainchild of Laura Hales, who chose visual artwork that told a story or exhibited a mood. Hales then asked sound artists at Arizona State University to pick 3 art pieces they felt spoke to them. Hales ultimately decided which sound artist would be matched to which visual artist.
The sound artists have different things that they have practice in doing, and the visual artists have different feelings about their own work.
The sound artist and visual artist worked together to create something they both thought represented the artwork. This was the first time visual artist Ellen Wagner had collaborated with an artist using sound.
I thought it was really a good synergy that the curator chose us to work together and that he immediately picked up on what the painting was about and then moved in that direction, just flowed with it and made a piece about water.
Smith said he worked well with Wagner.
Ellen's piece was first on my list right away because I do so much environmental work.
Wagner says Cloudy Bank started on a hotel cocktail napkin. While driving across Arizona, Wagner would get out of the car every now and then and capture her surroundings.
It's a large black and white drawing that mimics black and white vintage photography. And I think it's the kind of painting that when people look at it, they're pretty sure that they know right where the location is, but it's not necessarily any specific location.
Smith took 2.5 months to put together the sound piece. He recorded ice melting in water with a hydrophone or underwater recording device.
Thinking about all of the clouds, being surrounded by water all the time, a lot of what I try to focus on is having people just become aware or think about, hey, water is important, especially when we're in a desert environment where it seems like water is not present.
Wagner created another art piece in the exhibit called Gender Reveal Gone Wrong. This art piece tells a story about a party to reveal the gender of a baby that started a 2-week-long fire in the Arizona desert. 5 other pieces were created by visual and sound artists in Arizona and range from abstract to photorealism, with sound art representing what artists hear when they see the painting. For Hale, the exhibit is a whole new way of experiencing art.
When you put the headsets on for each piece, you're standing by yourself and you have this moment of solitude. And there's something about looking closely at visual art when you're standing alone and taking it in all by yourself.